Number 1. A popular figure in American hacking, Kevin Mitnick got his career start as a teen. In 1981, he was charged with stealing computer manuals from Pacific Bell. In 1982, he hacked the North American Defense Command, NORAD, an achievement that inspired the 1983 film War Games. In 1989, he hacked Digital Equipment Corporation's DEC network and made copies of their software. Because DEC was a leading computer manufacturer at the time, this act put Mitnick on the map. He was later arrested, convicted, and sent to prison. During his conditional release, he hacked Pacific Bell's voicemail systems. Number 2. In 2001, 20-year-old Adrian Lam used an unprotected content management tool at Yahoo to modify a Reuters article and add a fake quote attributed to former Attorney General John Ashcroft. Lam often hacked systems and then notified both the press and his victims. In some cases, he'd help clean up the mess to improve their security. As Wired points out, however, Lam took things too far in 2002, when he hacked the New York Times intranet, added himself to the list of expert sources and began conducting research on high-profile public figures. Lam earned the moniker, the homeless hacker, because he preferred to wander the streets with little more than a backpack and often had no fixed address. Number 3. Matthew Bevan and a couple of team of British hackers hacked into multiple military networks in 1996, including Griffiths Air Force Base, the Defense Information System Agency and the Korean Atomic Research Institute, KARI. Bevan, Kyuji, and Price, Data Stream Cowboy, have been accused of nearly starting a third world war after they dumped KARI research onto American military systems. Bevan claims he was looking to prove a UFO conspiracy theory, and according to the BBC, his case bears resemblance to that of Gary McKinnon. Malicious intent or not, Bevan and Price demonstrated that even military networks are vulnerable. Number 4. James Anchetta had no interest in hacking systems for credit card data or crashing networks to deliver social justice. Instead, Anchetta was curious about the use of bots, software-based robots that can infect and ultimately control computer systems. Using a series of large-scale botnets, he was able to compromise more than 400,000 computers in 2005. According to Ars Tech NICA, he then rented these machines out to advertising companies and was also paid to directly install bots or adware on specific systems. Anchetta was sentenced to 57 months in prison. This was the first time a hacker was sent to jail for the use of botnet technology. Number 5. Jonathan James. Using the alias Comrade, Jonathan James hacked several companies. According to the New York Times, what really earned James' attention was his hack into the computers of the United States Department of Defense. Even more impressive was the fact that James was only 15 at the time. In an interview with PC Mag, James admitted that he was partly inspired by the book The Cuckoo's Egg, which details the hunt for a computer hacker in the 1980s. His hacking allowed him to access over 3,000 messages from government employees, usernames, passwords, and other sensitive data. James was arrested in 2000 and was sentenced to a 6 months house arrest and banned from recreational computer use. However, a probation violation caused him to serve 6 months in jail. Jonathan James became the youngest person to be convicted of violating cybercrime laws. In 2007, TJX, a department store, was hacked and many customers' private information were compromised. Despite a lack of evidence, authorities suspect that James may have been involved. In 2008, James committed suicide by gunshot. According to the Daily Mail, his suicide note stated, "I have no faith in the justice system. Perhaps my actions today, and this letter, will send a stronger message to the public. Either way, I have lost control over this situation, and this is my only way to regain control."
For more, subscribe to Abdullahi Network.